I'm here with Daniel Elliot. Daniel, would you like to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thank you. And I say, Ait Squale CMs, thank you, honored ones. Nana Ait Squale, which is a really good day today. I'm happy to be here today. My name is Daniel Elliot, and I am from the Staminas First Nations, and that's right down near Ladysmith. And I'm happy to be here today on Zoom with you today. So I live and I work and I pray and play in Nanaimo First Nation territory. So I'm happy to be here today. I've been a commercial fisher when I was younger. I'm an artist, a writer, and I've worked with young people in the schools, and I worked with bigger kids in the jail. I've made it a life's mission to do a lot of work around helping and supporting people. So today I was going to talk a little bit about when I was a kid. I was asked by my grandmother, Matilda Harris, and she became an Elliot. Well, she was an Elliot then. And she would say, "Oh, grandson, go pick me some plantain," and which is a low growing plant, and it's a medicine plant. And then that'd be another plant I would have to get with balsam, which is a tree. So somebody with coughing and sick and they wouldn't feel good, I would go gather either pitch or branches. But one of my two of my brothers, they were older than me, and we used to play in medicine plants, and I didn't even know that they were medicine plants. And there was we had a game called Deer and Hunter, and they were two hunters, and I was the deer, and I was young. I was just really small, and they would say, I shot you," and the only way I got reactivated, like a video game where you'd have an extra life. But back then, I'd have to run through stinging nettles in my shorts to get reactivated. So all these years I've been working with and I smile sometimes when I'm picking stinging nettles because it is food, it's medicine. It's actually got more vitamin C than oranges, and I even take the roots, and it's good for men and their health. But it's actually good for everybody. And so I grow my own stinging nettles, and it reminds me of when I was a kid
Because
playing.
they sting, and that would be torture.
Yeah, it's true. And you know what? Over the years, my body recognizes, and I think it's a type of a pneumonia that causes this thing, but I could be wrong on that. And so I actually can pick stinging nettles with my bare hands.
And is it worth it?
Oh yeah, it is because I'm after, and I'm looking now because they're just starting to peek out of the ground, and so the all the nutrients and their energy is starting to show up, and they're our very first beautiful plant that we could eat. And I my mom used to call it Indian spinach. She said, "Oh, it's ready. You guys go out and pick some." And so we would eat that within our dinners, and uh, and the sting was gone, of course, with cooking it, but. I don't mind it, and I don't mind drinking the tea, and so I make teas and tinctures, and they used to make fishing line and rope out of the fibers in the fall.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
And,
it was very, very strong
and
rope.
that's the thing with a lot of plants. They have many, many uses.
They do, yeah. And so our world that we just had our needs met by what was out there, and we had to understand what we were looking for. And so as young children, I don't really recommend you running out and playing in the field of stinging nettles. And I remember my granddaughter she went to get a ball in this nettle patch, and she was crying, "Oh, it's stinging!" And you can't stop it very easily. But inside, the magic of that plant is you can take the nectar inside the stalk is the antidote to the sting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there you go.
And what are the healing qualities of the stinging nettle?
Well, it's super anti-inflammatory, but it's also elders used to just brush their joints and things where they had arthritis,
Which
and
would
it would bring healing. Your body's like, oh, was something happening, and then they would bring healing to that place. So
so
there's
how would
aside
they
from
how would they
sorry,
use that for arthritis? Would they rub it on, or would they drink
Yeah,
it?
they would brush it on and on your knee or your hands or something, and then you're for hours after you're feeling the glow of the needle. And for me, I don't mind it at all. Actually, I kind of enjoy it.
And anti-inflammatory means that it things get swollen
And
and
it takes it down.
yeah.
Yeah, it takes the swelling down. And so there's some that's really important in our world today because so many people have they call it inflammation or they have swelling and pain. And so if you have something from the plant world that can help you do that, it's more than miraculous. It's a gift from Creator to allow us to learn about those things and use it.
Have you
Yeah.
got any ideas for kids if they want to learn more about the plants around them?
Yeah, there's I know that you can take there's we call it a food forest out there, and I recommend that you have somebody that knows about mushrooms and berries and different things, but most kids know about blackberries and blue huckleberries and huckleberries. They're all food and medicine and but go out and find there's one called Oregon grape and it's an interesting one. I can eat in maybe March there's flowers before it turns into flowers. It's really quite sweet, and I eat them. And then when the Oregon grapes get really green, it's bitter, 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 and that's okay. But in August, it's beautiful, beautiful tart berry, and so it's powerful medicine. So you can look for that plant. It's got kind of spiky little hard leaves on it, and it grows in they call it indirect light, so not full sunshine, but maybe partially shaded. And it's interesting because there's a long stalk you can find, and if you have a little scraping tool, you can scrape it, and it's the most beautiful yellow ochre. So we used the dye from the roots to make our beautiful regalia and clothes, and we would dye. So you can have food, you can have dyes and medicine all in one plant. It's
And,
amazing.
and if kids want to um, learn more about plants, an easy thing to do is just go and sit down beside a plant or a tree and just watch it and come to know it and look at it over the seasons. And
Yeah.
that's our suggestion for kids if they want to do more. And our time is up for today. So we're going to have to say bye bye. But
Yeah. And in our language, we say "Yewit," which means I'll see you again.
and that's
Hi,
exactly
Scott.
true because we're going to see you again. Dan is going to do
Yeah.
some more videos for us.
Hi, Scott. Thank you.
Heichka, thank you. Bye bye.